Christoval is it's that small city that everyone talks about, where everybody knows everybody. Everyone knows each other's names, everyone knows their family, everybody knows where everybody lives.
You know, most crazy people still have enough sense to avoid hard targets. So gun-free zones are soft targets. By having armed personnel with specialized training hardens that target. So hopefully, number one, it'll act as a deterrence.
Christoval's sign actually drew us in with the Guardian School. We planned on our kids going to a military school with armed guards, and then we realized we were out of the military. Where we're going to send our kids where they could be protected. So Christoval was the number one option for us because we knew our children would be protected.
Those who have decided to be guardians, the charge, it wasn't a charge given to them. I believe it was deep-seated in their heart to do it, and they're doing it out of passion for children.
Number two, no wait time for law enforcement. You know, the old adage, and we have great law enforcement, so this isn't taking away from them, but you know, when seconds count, you know, the police are minutes away. Active killer events happen in a very condensed or short amount of time. Even Sandy Hook, it was 9.5 minutes before the first officer entered the building. That's too long.
I mean, most human beings should not want to carry a gun all the time. I agree. I totally agree with that. The issue is, do you have enough that can protect your kids? And that's all you need.
What he's not saying is that every teacher will be armed. What he is saying is that the teachers who want to be armed, who pass a background check, who are acceptable in the system to do this, that are very comfortable with the weapon, they are completely, we trust them to teach our children. We trust them to provide for our children, take care of their needs during the 8-hour school day. We also need to make sure that they're able to protect our children in a dire situation.
Another advantage and reason for having a guardian plan, you have multiple people. They're just like fire extinguishers. You don't have a fire extinguisher everywhere, but you have them you know, throughout your building. And we have guardians peppered throughout our buildings like fire extinguishers.
I know that my teacher will step in front of me or do something to protect my life or my brother and sister's lives who go to school here too.
And then the fourth reason is it's anonymous, so no one knows how many and where. The only people know are, of course, the guardians themselves, school board, because they authorized them, and then as far as local law enforcement. By it being anonymous, what does that do? That strengthens the number one thing, the deterrence. You know, there is truth to the saying, the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. We're going one step further. We have a good guy with a gun with training, very specialized training that can operate in a densely populated area of friendlies and innocents.
Whether that be a vehicle, whether that be a bee on the playground, whether that be a bullet, they are already doing it. And they would do it even if we didn't have a guardian program here.
I think schools have an obligation to do whatever it takes to keep their kids safe. I don't know that there's a one-size-fits-all, but I think they need to do whatever is required to keep their kids safe from harm.
Until we start learning from all these events and start changing our course of action, children will continue to die in vain, and that's appalling to me.